Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we are going to see one topic, K nearest neighbor algorithm from the fourth unit, Ensemble Techniques and Supervised Learning for the subject Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. The objectives are to learn about K nearest neighbor algorithm for classification and to apply KNN algorithm. K nearest neighbor is one of the simplest machine learning algorithm. It is based on the supervised learning technique. It assumes the similarity between the new data or new case and available cases and put the new case into the category that is most similar to the available categories. KNN algorithm stores all the available data and classifies a new data point based on the similarity. This means when a new data point comes, it will identify which category it belongs to. It is used for regression as well as classification, but mostly it is used for classification problems. KNN is a non-parametric algorithm. Also, it is called as lazy learner because it does not learn from the dataset immediately. Instead, it stores the dataset and at the time of classification, it performs an action on the dataset. In the training phase, it just stores the dataset, and when it gets new data, then it classifies that new data into category that is much similar to the new data. For example, we have an image of creature that looks similar to cat and dog, but we want to know either it is a cat or dog. For this identification, we can use KNN algorithm. So it will find the similar features of the new data set to the cats and dog images, and based on the most similar features, it will put it in either cat category or dog category. So this is the diagram for the previous example we told. There is an input value, that is one input image. In input image, there is a creature. We can't easily identify whether it is a dog or cat. And in the dataset, dataset consists of lots of images of cat and dog. And finally, KNN classifier can identify the particular input is based upon the feature analyzed with the dataset. It can identify the category of the input value. So it identifies that this particular image is cat. In this algorithm, and also the example, there is two category A and B, and when new data point is coming, x1, and KNN algorithm will identify the suitable category either A or B for the data point x1. So in this example, we can see the graph. Several points are plotted for the corresponding data set points, and category A consists of a set of data points and category B consists of set of data points. And the problem is a new data point is arriving. The KNN algorithm will identify the category for the particular new data point, so that by analyzing the similarity measure of the new data point with the existing data points of the category A and category B, and the similarity basis measure will be evaluated, and the new data point will be finally assigned to the appropriate category, either A or B. This is what happening in the KNN algorithm. So first of all, K means number of neighbors should be considered. First of all, it will select the K value, select the number of neighbors to be considered. Then in step 2, it will calculate the Euclidean distance of K number of neighbors. Take the K nearest neighbors as per the calculated distance. That is, if you want to consider 5 neighbors, so the distance between all the data points and the new data point will be calculated based upon the distance between formula, and finally the data point with the shortest distance will be taken as the neighbors. For example, if you have selected K as 5 neighbors will be selected. That is the 5 data points that have the shortest distance from our new data point will be selected as the neighbors. And then finally finally the algorithm will check the category of the neighbors, and the category which consists of maximum number of neighbors will be the final category for which the new data set, the new data point will be assigned. So here we can see, and the distance between two formula will be calculated for all the in between the data points and the new data. So here in this way the distance between the points will be calculated. If there are 2 points A and B, these points will have the x value and the y value. The distance between A and B will be calculated by the formula square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. In this way, the distance between each and every data point and the new data point will be calculated, and the neighbors will be considered. So here we have assumed k equal to 5. So 5 neighbors have been identified. Those are having shortest distance to the new data point. And the next step is and the final step is to identify the category which having the maximum number of neighbors. So from this diagram we can see the category A having 3 neighbors and the category B having 2 neighbors of our new data point. So, and the final conclusion will be taken by this strategy. So, since the category A consists of the maximum neighbors for our new data point, the new data point will be categorized to category A, or new data point will be classified to category A. So, this is the technique happening in the KNN algorithm. And advantages of KNN algorithm are: it is simple to implement, it is robust to the noisy training data, it can be more effective if the training data is large. And the disadvantages are: always needs to determine the value of k, which may be complex sometime. The computation cost is high because of calculating the distance between the data points for all the training samples. So that's all about the topic. Thank you.